So I'm working on a mobile game called Regular Game About Egg. It's a puzzle game where you have to place action triggers on the map, which the character Egg will follow. And well, the game requires some music, and it happens that I'm making some on this channel. So here is how I made the soundtrack for my game. By the way, this is the first time I'm making a game soundtrack. Alright guys, so I'm usually making beats in the FL Studio, but today I'm gonna make some soundtracks for the game. Alright, let's start. C5. Hold up. BPM, let's make it 85, I guess. Alright, so right now I don't really know what I'm doing. It's just pure experimentation, I guess. Alright, let's add some effects. I guess we need tons of fucking reverb. Let's EQ the sound. Oh damn, what? Okay, I think we need some texture to the sound. Let's add some bass. Let's add some drums. I'm using the FPC. Okay, for some reason this motherfucker stopped recording at that moment, so let me show you the drums. So we've got the kicks and snares. Very simple, and together it sounds amazing. Alright, editor guys here. So the game is actually pretty short. I think it will take like 30 minutes to finish it. So I won't make that many soundtracks. I think 5 would be enough, I guess. Yeah, by the way, from now on, me from the future is gonna comment on the process of making the rest of the songs. Cause look at this guy. He clearly didn't get no sleep that day, or he's on some fucking weed. So for the second track, I came up with a crazy idea. So there is a card game called Bavatro. The game looks pretty simple, but it's pretty fun. It even won the Game of the Year award. So Luis Clemente, Luis Clemente, the composer of Bavatro, instead of composing multiple different songs, decided to make one long track, and depending on what's happening in the game, he changes the instruments, adding some audio effects on top. However, the melody stays the same, basically a leitmotif, but the execution is amazing. And well, in my case, for other tracks, I also decided to have the same melody. So here's the melody I used in the previous beat. I just changed the instrument to a violin. Then I made a chord progression. Added some bassoons. What the fuck is a bassoon? Hold up. Bassoon. Hey yo. Hey yo. So alright, I wear some bassoons with the main melody to make it sound more atmospheric. So here I've got the bass, and I just took the bottom notes or the root notes of the chord progression and used it to make the bass. I'm not sure if this is really the correct way to do it, but worked for me though. I also made a cool arpeggio. Man, I love arpeggios. They always just sound good. I definitely had to add one to my song. And for the drum section we got heads. Pretty simple. And we've got some kicks and snares. I don't know what the fuck is that, but it just sounds good for me. Alright, let's listen to the whole song. Oh, I think the leitmotif approach was actually pretty nice, and I definitely did not use it just because I'm bad at melodies. Loading time. Alright, track number 3. You know, I thought about naming them, but come on, it's just 5 tracks overall. However, I did name them. I saved everything under the egg track and number of the track. Alright, so for the third beat, I started with the piano. And bro, my beats are usually built on just gathering some random ideas that come to my mind, but here when I made this piano, bro, I felt like the fucking guy from Whiplash. The whole composition just literally popped up in my head, like the muse just came to me. By the way, I see all the hate for FL keys, but I don't know, I use it for this piano. Bro, I think it sounds like a banger. So after getting this crazy inspiration, I made a drum section. So here we got a lot of things. We got some closed heads, we've got some rides, we got open heads, kicks. Let's listen to it together. And together with the piano. Then we've got some bass. Oh, by the way, I also layered the piano with some trumpets. Yo shit, I'm actually pretty proud of this. And again, no melody. Where the fuck is our melody? The melody is again kinda in the middle of the song, and we've got some crazy sax section. Yo, listen to this. Yo, this is fucking banger, bro. So here's how the beat looks, and let's take a listen to this banger. Alright. Of course, I also have some plugins added on top. Shit, I don't have it here, but in other songs I did. I would also like to talk about it in this video, but shit, I don't even know what all these plugins do. I just listen, if it sounds good, I just leave it there. Basically, just playing around and listening. Alright, I think that's enough for this episode. The rest of the soundtrack is done pretty much the same, though maybe I will make the second part for this video. Wait for the mega devlog for the game I'm making all the soundtracks for. The game and the video I think will be released in a few weeks. By the way, now you can support me on Patreon. Like and subscribe. Alright, bye.